Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 43617-419-531-6097 Instagram. JC's Comics and More, www.jcscomicsandmore.com, JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com. Like I said, this Saturday, tomorrow, is Local Comic Shop Day. Local Comic Shop Day, these are some of the items I have still from years past, that these are available now. I had a guy come in, they got my newsletter, saw that I had a Gideon Falls, so he came and bought one of my Gideon Falls. But these are available now. So we've got these, and then also we do have a lot more local comic day stuff for tomorrow that will be open at 10 tomorrow. And if you watch my 600th video, you'll see details about that. And of course, we've got the sale. Stuff like the trade paperbacks and statues are 20% off. Pop figures as well. Comics, back issues in the red bins are 34% off. And then, of course, if you pull 34 or more, it makes them 60% off. That's a hell of a lot better than, say, 20% off. 20% off isn't really anything off of common stock. And we're doing 20% off our wall comics, and I think that's okay. Certainly a lot better than like 10% off. 10% off is just pandering, just pandering to you. We'll give you 10% off. I do at least always 20 or 25 sometimes, but these things are 20% off, and we do have some reorders box to crack open, so we're going to go crack open that. Ooh, look, this is would be 20% off also. Again, we've got stacks like this here. These are considered like my blue bin stock. That, again, this stuff here is 20% off. You pull 25 copies out of the blue bins or stuff like this here. Same with these stacks right here. You get them for 40% off. That's better than 10%, isn't it? I say that's a hell of a lot better than 10%. But let's crack this box open here and see what's in this box here. And then also I did pick up a semi-small collection of comics that we're going to try to have ready to go tomorrow. And that stuff will be on sale as well. So let's get this box cracked open here. Had somebody that was asking about the Walking Dead hardcover, so I ordered him a copy of the Walking Dead hardcover, but then he went and bought it elsewhere. So I'm always happy when that happens. Let's see here. Urban Legends number 19. I had damaged copies, and guess what? Right off the bat, there's a damaged copy because how it was packed. But we've got those there. Those are the cover A's. So it's going to be some happy Turtle fans to get their copies of the Turtles. Vault Comics. We got that. A reorder for somebody. We got the Black Hammer Justice. That's a reorder for somebody. We did have some copies of this that was shorted. And look, there's more Urban Legends. They couldn't even put all 10 of my Urban Legends together. Thank you, Toilet Flushers of the World. We sold out of this book yesterday, The Infected Scarab. So these are my replacement copies. And again, I had 5 copies damaged. There's 4 copies there. All 5 copies are not together. There it is. They have this separating because you want to separate. Take the kids away from the families. Separate them. Let's see, Michigan Girl or Machine Girl. Somebody was asking for this, so went ahead and ordered him a copy of that. If we can order stuff, we certainly will order it for you. And then I ordered a couple of extra copies. Figured that he wanted one. Maybe somebody else wants one as well. 2099 Alpha with the connecting cover by Art Adams. There we have that. Had somebody that needed a Superman 14, so we went ahead and ordered that for him. Look at this great Wonder Woman cover there. That thing is a beautiful cover. With Conan 11 that was damaged, so got that back in stock. The same with Absolute Carnage. Same with this Amazing Spider-Man Art Adams connecting cover. Had somebody that needed a Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool 1 and 2. I was able to order the issue 1. The 2 I've got on back order for him. Copy of Marked that was damaged. There's a Invincible Iron Man from the Epic Collection, The Man Who Killed Tony Stark, which was volume 3. So we've got that. I went ahead and ordered that because that was needed. Here we have X-Men Milestones with the Dark Phoenix, and then you've got Days of Future Past. And I'm always selling these trades here. I'm always ordering these things. The Infinity Gauntlet. I've probably sold several hundred of these Infinity Gauntlet trades. Somebody was asking about Dragonfly and Dragonfly Man, one of my Wednesday guys. So I made sure that that is here for you, Tim. Savage Sword, I got short of a copy of that, so that was taken care of. And another one of my Wednesday guys wanted the regular A cover to Fantastic Four 2099. So hopefully he will be happy. And we were short of a copy of this Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 85, the reprint edition. I reread that. It was such a powerful book, such a powerful book. Life is Strange cover B. That's for one of my regulars, as is the Air Force edition of Grimm's Fairy Tales 2019 Armed Forces edition. Speaking of Air Force, I saw an ad on the TV. I'm sure you've seen them where like every superhero has their origins, and of course it's female pilots. All I have to say about that is you're not superheroes. Sorry, you're not superheroes. You're people that, just like myself, that was in the military. You joined the military. You're not superheroes. It doesn't take superhero abilities to fly those things. I am sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry to break anyone's bubble. Oblivious Song Chapter 3 trade is for somebody as well. And here we have the Surfer Rebirth of Thanos. This has... Sorry about that, the battery died. As I was saying, this Rebirth of Thanos has the Thanos quest in it, where it shows how Thanos got the Infinity Gems. In my opinion, that should be in with the Infinity Gauntlet trade. Because don't you want to see how he got the gems? Also, we have got an Epic Collection Silver Surfer Thanos quest right here. This is volume 6. And we got a special guest here. He's helping us out here because every Pat Sajak needs his Vanna.
Oh, thank you.
Can we get a vowel out of you? Can you turn the letters for us? Oh, look at it. He's eating it up.
All she does is push a button these days.
Oh, push a button. Well, she's older now, you know. It probably takes a lot to push those buttons. Here we have Epic Collection, The Golden Avenger. This is volume 1. It has the Tales of Suspense, 39 to 72. But something else that we were out of for a while. The Avengers versus Thanos. This has collecting Iron Man 55, which is the first appearance of Thanos. Captain Marvel. Not Marvel. Even though he's called Marvel, the name of the series is Captain Marvel. 25 through 33. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go check out Young Ripa's some of his latest videos. Young Ripa 59. Got Marvel Feature, issue 12. Daredevil 105 through 107. Avengers 125. Warlock 9 through 11 and 15. Avengers Annual 7. Marvel 2-1 Annual number 2. And there's a story from Logan's Run number 6. That's in there as well. And see what else. I did reorder a Fantastic Four Epic Collection, the world's greatest comic magazine. This is volume 1. Reprints issues 1 through 18 of the Fantastic Four, the world's greatest comic magazine. True believers, never forget that. And let's see here. We're going to put these trades down here flat real quick, and then we'll look through this collection right here. Put these comics, get these comics out of the way. Put these down here. I could swear I ordered 2 of those, but as hindsight, I think, no, I just ordered 1 of those. I was going to order 2. I figured there was no sense for me to order 2. The collection I picked up has a few older new X-Men issues. Got issues 102. These are probably all very good plus. The X-Men's got to 123. How you doing there, Mr. Dan? You got 124. You got 125. So those are the 4 X-Men issues, John Byrne issues, and Dave Cockrum issues. You've got Batman Year One, parts 3 and 4. These are probably about fine or a little bit better than fine. You do have a dust shadow there. And then there's a whole slew of Batman and the Outsiders. I was going to put these in order, but did not. We got 4, there's a 6, there's a 7, there's an 8, there's a 9, there's a 12. Most of these are in probably very fine plus condition. You've got a 13, there's a couple of 14s, there's an 18, you got a 26, there's a 27, 31, you got the Looker, and she sure is, isn't it? There's a bow that you'd like to untie that bow, wouldn't you, Harry? You'd like to untie that bow. Look at him. He's blushing. Look at him. He's gonna push some buttons there. You got Batman the Outsiders Annual. See, you just never know. You might be an unsuspecting guest star of these videos. You got the last issue of Batman the Outsiders 32. You've got a 23. You got a 24. 25. Again, great. Alan Davis. This is where this cover here is where I first became aware of Alan Davis. I looked at it and thought it was almost like a John Byrne-ish cover. But you can see John Byrne, you can see Alan Davis, Neil Adams' influence on Alan Davis. Neil Adams. Got a couple of issues of ElfQuest. There's some Justice League Europes, Justice League Internationals. There's another Europe. There's an Outsiders. I think this was the Baxter paper, as they called it. Adventures of the Outsiders, which I think was reprints. There's a ElfQuest 17, some Airboy issues, 6, 7, from the Eclipse comics that no longer exists. Paul Gulacy cover. Tim Truman worked on this stuff too. Number 38, Chuck Dixon. There's a number 4. There's number 42. Some Grimjack stuff. This was Tim Truman stuff from First Comics, who, a lot of you probably don't even know what First Comics even was. We've got a number 10, a number 9, an 8, a 14, a 12, 11. Here's Sable, which was John Sable. This was written by Marv Wolfman, but this was Mike Grell's character. And there you got a James Bond from Mike Grell, Permission to Die. Do you have this one there, Mr. Stewart?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want an extra copy? You want a second one? You see, you might read that one to death. You need an extra one someday. Got Excalibur. That's a special edition. Their first appearance. Excalibur number 2, number 7. There's more Grimjacks. We've got a number 12, Secret Origins, starring the Justice League issue 32, World War from Dark Horse. Dark Horse is still being published, or Dark Horse is still a publishing company. Here you've got Justice League America, Neil Adams, Adam Hughes. This is the first issue with Adam Hughes, so very important issue there. You get your first Adam Hughes issue. There's an Justice League of America, or Justice League America 60, Batman and the Outsiders 27. There's a 19. There's an 11. Vigilante 35. There's a John Byrne cover. You got the New Titans number 51. Who is Wonder Girl? Number 2 of 5. Wolfman, Perez, Bob McLeod. New Teen Titans number 25 versus the Hybrid. You got Marv Wolfman. You got Eduardo Barrito and Romeo Tangel. Justice League Europe. And then also got some of these Michael Moorcock Elric graphic novels from First Comics. It's adapted by Roy Thomas, Michael T. Gilbert, and George Freeman. This is Sailor on the Seas of Fate. And then this one here is Elric of Mellenborn. And this here, Roy Thomas, Michael P. Craig Russell, and Michael T. Gilbert. It's the first graphic novel. So come check these out. a lot of this stack here, these Outsiders and Grimjacks and ElfQuest and Sable and some of these Justice Leagues, I'm just going to throw in my $2 pile. The Batmans, the X-Men's are going to be priced out and ready for tomorrow. But if you do like these videos, as always, you subscribe. You're subscribed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Your help getting us closer to number 1,000. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you get to see these videos. And I certainly thank you for watching them. And be sure to share also. But thank you for watching them. And remember that tomorrow, Saturday the 23rd, is local comic shop day. Not all comic shops participate, but the comic shops in your area that do participate, go support them. Support the comic shops that support the industry. And you guys be sure to have a great Thanksgiving next week. Thanks again for watching. Take care.